welcome to the Next Stop Wildlife Show. I don't know if you can see, but right in front of me there's a mad red-bellied black snake.
Now we've got the beautiful red-bellied black snake. We'll get in a bit closer. Okay, let's see how this guy deals with it. He's got the neck flattened out and he's definitely got that tongue flicking a bit.
Hey guys, welcome out to the Next Stop Wildlife Show Australia. Today we're down at a local park at Nurragingy Reserve, and this is the beautiful Eastern Creek. And this creek system here, it's an absolute bottler. Honestly guys, this creek system here, it's one of the last of the shale transition forests in the whole world, and it's definitely one of the most critically endangered ecosystems in the world down here. And it's where the actual mud bottoms that we got around here on the creeks, it's when they transition into actual rock. So it's the shale transition forest.
And our first stop on Nurragingy today, one of the staples, one of the most beautiful snakes going, the gorgeous red-bellied black snake. Beautiful red belly in the grass. Look at this guy. He's got the neck flattened out. Oh, he's beautiful, this guy. Absolutely beautiful. Let's creep in a bit on this beautiful red belly. Look at him. Nice thick red belly, this one too. Look at him. Amazing looking snake. Alright, let's see how close we can get to him. Oh, look at this. How mad's this, guys? Awesome red belly. You can see, he's a good size, this guy. And as we walk down the creek from the red belly, we spotted a beautiful male eastern water dragon suspended up over the water. Absolutely gorgeous. Rather large male, this guy too, up over the pond system. And you can hear the birds in the background going crazy, so we might go and investigate that. There's something in the undergrowth. And here it is. It's a boobook owl, a southern boobook owl, and this is what all the fuss is about. Did you see that bird just come flying by? Nearly took his eye out, and he's under the undergrowth here. And that's why it pays to listen out for the birds and other signals in the bush. Oh, this guy's just getting smashed, and he's trying to hide in the undergrowth, but the other birds are onto him. But he won't put up with it, because this guy's got a mad set of talons on him, and he's got a pretty good hooked beak on him. And here he is. The birds are still getting him a hard time here. And he's just looking back at us. Ooh, he's got his eye on the birds now, not messing around. You can see me. Oh, he's after that bird then. And further up the pond system, we find the beautiful Azure kingfisher. One of the most colourful, spectacular and tiny kingfishers that there is. One of the smallest kingfishers in Australia. And they're quite hard to spot. That royal blue that shines iridescent in the light, it's almost invisible when they're in the shadows, and they can wait in the shadows by the side of the water for quite some time. What a beautiful specimen. And he's got his eye out over the water here, looking for some fish, and he's very successful as a hunter out on the Cumberland Plains, Eastern Creek and the pond systems of Nurragingy. They're a prevalent species out here, and you can almost be rest assured, if you keep your eyes out and you know where to look, you'll find these beautiful kingfishers. Oh, and here's an absolutely special moment that's all too often seen down at Nurragingy. Look at these guys, a little bit of gesturing, and this is the pair, and they're bonding here and courting. And they're looking over the water for some food to hunt, and the male will dive down and present a gift for the female. And they'll have some wing fluttering and other gesturing that they do, but it's just a bonding experience, sharing the same limb, and you can see them just slight gesturing to each other. They're in love, and they're so beautiful, and they've just fledged 3 baby Azure kingfishers down on the Cumberland this year. So amazing. Yeah, so you should get down Nurragingy and check it out. It's an absolute mad place. And look at his little gesturing, doing a bit of scratching, trying to impress his girl. And how can't she be impressed? He's just gorgeous. And these are the type of things that I could sit here all day and witness. It's absolutely beautiful. And off he goes to hunt some fish for his beautiful girl here. Amazing. We might head off and find out what we've got on our next stop. It's been an absolute bottler. The kingfishers at Nurragingy, an absolute special. And they're definitely one of my favourite birds of all time, the Azure kingfisher. And off he goes on his next stop. Next stop's an absolute ripper. It's the Hibiscus harlequin bug. And these guys are just iridescent. Their colours are just amazing. Yeah, so keep your eye out on any of these plants. They're not a bad size either. The Hibiscus harlequin bug. Look at those beautiful iridescent blues. You can see his little head moving around. Amazing insect out on the Cumberland Plains, the Hibiscus harlequin bug. So keep your eye out for these guys. They're pretty hard not to see. That's just spectacular. So, some amazing insects on the Cumberland, and we might head off and find out what else we got on today's next stop. But I'm just amazed. They're also called the cotton harlequin bug in other parts of the world, but we call them the Hibiscus harlequin bug. Amazing animal. I've also heard these guys termed as the jeweled bug as well. Next stop, we drop by the family of Tawny frogmouths down in Nurragingy near the miniature railway.
Mate, it was like a tiny little fluff.
And these guys are just amazingly cute.
Have a look there.
This one's just one of the young babies,
Zoom,
and he's so inquisitive. He's just here having a good look around at everyone. And look at the colour of those amazing amber eyes that these guys have got. Got the mad nocturnal vision. And he's really, really inquisitive, this young guy. You can see him having a look around, watching us guys, taking photos of him and video. They're well used to people because he frequents around the Nurragingy miniature railway. And if you keep your eyes out, you might just see these guys hanging around in the trees. Takes a good set of eyes. And they like to feed on frogs and mice and other small mammals. Next stop, we've got a beautiful eastern long-necked turtle or snake-necked turtle, and they'll be here hunting around for some little guppies in the water. And as we move further along the creek line, we see an amazing formation of aphids and a lady beetle on this plant. And look at the amount, just hundreds all over this plant. And the amazing insect world. If you have a close look at everything, just really spectacular. Nothing closer to an alien world than the insect world. And you can see the extent here of how many are all over this plant, and it runs the entirety of the plant almost. And there are so many lady beetles on this plant, it's amazing as well. So a plethora of insects on this cool plant here. Probably some sort of weed or vine here, but it's home to a plethora of insects. So some amazing insects on the Cumberland. We might head out and find out what we got in our next stop. But yeah, as you can see, a number of ladybugs on this tree here, and there's a couple more. So we'll head out on the next stop. But really cool having a close look at everything on the plains here. Amazing. And another lady beetle right there. And as you're walking the bush, you've probably noticed these curled up leaves that are in the middle of the spider webs, and this is actually the home of the leaf curl spider. And he makes this little home for himself to protect him in the middle of his web so he can snare his victims, and he'll come out and grab his victims and make his way back into his little home here and eat them. A female fig bird up in the tree here, and here's another fig bird. This one's a male. You can see the beautiful red forming around the eyes. He looks like he's not in his breeding plumage right at the moment, but nonetheless a beautiful bird. And here's another mad female, and we spot some type of wasp down. Looks like he's feeding on something here and climbing around the end of this stick here, and looks to be a St Andrew's cross spider here. And these guys have that cross formation and the magical patterns. And not far away I can hear these musk lorikeets just going berserk. And they seem to be all bickering over this one nesting hollow. It's funny because it's not really nesting season, but there's a hollow just there. Oh, and look at them go. They're definitely having a go over this hollow. Not messing around.
Oh, they're feisty.
They're a voracious little bird, and they'll have a real go. They will not mess around. Look at this guy, charge. Went in for the shoulder charge. Might be in the sin bin for that one. And up comes a rainbow and said, "This is my hollow, get out of here." The beautiful red-browed finch. And off he goes to join his friend here, his mate. And they're just doing a bit of pruning together and bonding. How amazing are these guys? So a pair of beautiful red-browed finches on the Cumberland Plains. They like to feed on all of the little grasses and seeds around the ground, especially in this time of year. There's a lot of little seeding grasses. They're an amazing little bird and very prevalent down on Kookaburra Foot Trail. So we head off back to the car park, past the beautiful moorhen here, that lovely purple sheen off the coat, feeding on the weed on the surface of the water. And we might head off and see us tomorrow on the next stop.
Hey guys, what a mad day. Another awesome day out on the Cumberland. Okay, for today, that's all I've got time for. The last stop on the Cumberland Express. Keezy the Caveman signing out. I'll see you guys on the next stop tomorrow, guys. Let's get out of here.